And we are live. Hey, what's going on? Shout out to Plane Flyer. Plane Flyer waiting in the wings. Get it? Waiting in the wings. Hey guys, yeah, you know me. My name's Tom Dunn, and I am just getting on here to do a update on what's happened and what's going to happen by the grace of God. So I hope everybody is doing good out there. I don't know where you're at, so would love to hear from where you're at. I know we got a brother from Arizona in there, but I'm just curious where everybody is, how everybody's doing. Crazy times here in Ohio and all around the world, obviously. Hey, from Illinois, God bless you. And hey, I know somebody from Colorado. So, real quick, guys, we don't do this that much, but some of you guys know that we put out some new shirts a couple weeks ago. You can find them. Hey, what's up, Jason? You can find them on throughtheblack.com. This is the new shirt, I Will Fight for You. And of course, inspired by my friend Russ Dizdar. And I Will Fight for You. That's a lot. That means a lot. That's yeah, anyway, I've already talked about that before. I'm not going to get into it right now. But another thing I want to mention real quick, this weekend, in just a couple days, conference in Louisville, Kentucky. The Salt and Light Brigade Kentucky chapter is putting on a conference. I'm going to be there. David Hevner, David Paxson, um, and Coach Dave Daubenmire. A couple other people are going to be there. Sunshine, I think, is one of the person's names. I don't want to mess it up, but hey, anyway, I hope you can make it out there to Louisville, Kentucky. I'm speaking twice on Saturday, and I can't wait. I can't wait just to share what I have and just to yeah, it is like old times. Hey, I just family, right? That's another reason why I wanted to get on here, guys. I'm tired. I'm so tired. Um, anyway, my I usually depending on what time I get up, I get to take a nap in the afternoon. I didn't get to take one today. And my son, my youngest son, he's getting to that age where I don't know how to explain it. Uh he's kind of a jerk. Like um he I don't know. I'm kind of getting what I've dished out. I'm getting it back from him, and just kind of all those things that you do as a father, like, oh really, just like all that stuff. Well, he kind of throws it back at me, and I find it funny, and I'm usually like, son, just give me a hug, and then that usually gets him to go away. But anyway, what was I saying? I didn't get to take my nap today. My son was he usually like says something like really snarky to like make me feel guilty, like for taking a nap or something, like, oh, you're gonna take a nap, huh? Like whatever. I don't care. You can nap shame me all you want. When I feel better when I take a short nap. So no guilt here. Anyway, we ended up doing a Bible study instead, which is I can't hardly turn that down, and I don't think I've ever turned that down when my son wants to do a Bible study. One time I was like, I can't do it right now, and then I was like, what the heck am I doing? I mean, when does your son want to do a Bible study? So anyway, yeah, we had one today. We finished up the first chapter of Philippians, and we took months to go through the book of James. We're moving a little quicker now, but it all depends on how much time, like how far we want to go, because the Bible, one chapter in the Bible is connected to the whole rest of the Bible. So it's amazing how everything is cross referenced. I think there's over 60,000 cross references in the Bible, verse to verse. Anyway, um, Kentucky Conference next week. Is today Monday? Yeah, today is Monday. A week from tonight, we are going to be firing up the old Through the Black show. And guys, if you haven't done it yet, please subscribe to the new YouTube channel. Now, as far as I know, we're going to be here. Okay. We're going to be simulcasting on a few channels. This is going to be one of them. The Rumble channel is going to be another. But the new Through the Black channel is the new one that we want you guys to subscribe to. Yes, I see my friend from Kentucky right now. And can't wait to get down there. So, anyway, we want you guys to subscribe to the new Through the Black YouTube channel. That's where maybe tomorrow that I'm going to be releasing my interview with a witch. So I don't want you guys to miss that. Anyway, next Monday night, we're going to have content 6 days in a row. Okay. Monday through Saturday. And it's not always going to be live, but we are putting out 11 o'clock Eastern time. Monday through Saturday, new content every day. I have been working behind the scenes. My co-host have been working behind the scenes to get this rolling. I am so excited. I have not been this excited to get things rolling and to get the show fired up in a long time. I have a new just a second wind, if you will. Now, we've had a few weeks off, and it was very much needed. But I think, and I was talking to Vicky today. I said, I think in about a week, I'm going to be ready. I'm going to be ready to take another break. But we're going to be going on. We're not taking a break in a week. So, yeah, I see some names that I have not seen in a while. This is exciting. Hey, guys, 25 people in here now. Guys, make sure that you get subscribed to the new channel, because we're going to be live in this chat. We're going to have chat hopefully here. Hopefully we will be here, but we're starting up a new Through the Black channel. Many of you guys know that we got kicked off our old channel over a year ago, and we're going to try to build up the subscribers. Now, we have 130 last time I checked. The next goal is 300. When I hit 100, I released a video, and it was nothing super special, but it was just some kind of behind the scenes footage of Russ from years and years ago when we went out on a reap trip. We were in a cemetery in the middle of the night, and you guys can check that out over there. The next goal is 300 subscribers, and I plan on, if everything works out all right, releasing another video when I hit the 300, as long as I'm home. And I don't know, the way that the subscriptions are happening, I may not be home and I might miss the mark. But I have some footage that I'm releasing, some old footage, a lot of it of Russ Dizdar, of reap trips. And I'm looking at some of it, and I'm like, man, I think I can release some of this stuff now. It's really kind of cool. But anyway, we're working on all that behind the scenes. I'm trying to let you guys know that next week, Monday through Saturday, we're going to have new content. It's going to be the Tom and Vicky show. Okay. But also on Thursday nights, we're going to go chapter by chapter through Vicky's new book, and our good friend and co-host Colleen, okay, you know her from the Reformation Project, is going to be joining us and talking about Vicky's new book. Speaking of new books, and speaking of Colleen, she has a new book, and that's going to have to be for another season. Okay, I'm having this. Vicky's book is kicking my butt right now. I sure hope Colleen's book is not this hard. It's like what I say. Anyway, I always get it wrong. So the Reformation, what am I? Okay. Somebody help me. What is the name of the stupid show? I didn't mean stupid show. I meant I'm stupid for not knowing the name of the show. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have I know Colleen takes no offense to that. Anyway, folks, Friday night, Vicky, Joy, and I are doing something a little bit different. We call it presuppositional analysis. The Reformation. What did I say? Restoration. That means the same thing, doesn't it? Reform. Anyway. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We are doing presuppositional analysis. Okay. We're going to take a look at music, all kinds of music. We're going to be joined by a friend, and we'll let you know who that is later on. He's already kind of hinted on it at his own show. Um, Reclaim. Yes. Okay. You guys are just like making me more confused. We're having new friends and old friends on Saturday night. It's going to be Pastor Sean Carter joining us again to talk about everything paranormal. And we're going to be spending about an hour with him on Saturday nights. So, folks, this hopefully this is going to be stuff that you can share. You're going to know somebody. It's going to be like, so and so might need to hear this, or I want to share this, or we need your help to grow this channel. When you share it, people see it, then they subscribe. So we appreciate just all the support, all the help of getting it out. But anyway, I just want to mention a couple things tonight, other than the couple things that I've already mentioned. I just went up Saturday to this thing that was called the Pagan Pride Festival in Cleveland, Ohio. So it was kind of a neat thing how it worked out that I was there. I got a message from a friend in Fort Wayne who said his friend from Ohio was going to the Pagan Pride. Do I know anybody to go with him? And immediately I wanted to go up there. So we went up there, and I had been just really thinking about it for a couple days. And I've been to metaphysical fairs before and these types of things. And I wanted to go in, and I really wanted to hear from these people. Okay. Now, a lot of people are really camera shy. And I had to be careful about how I approached these interviews because I knew that they would not want to talk to me. So I said, hey, I am with a website called Real Dark News, and we want to know why you're here. We want to know what this is about. So, which is all true. I did ask the OTO people, the Black Sun people, and I think they knew what was up with me. They turned down a interview. Anyway, this is here. I don't know how well you can see this. This is the program, the Cleveland Pagan Pride Festival, and here's a card. I'll show you this. This is something that I don't know if we can get this. This is the Cleveland's world famous witch museum, now open. Of course, this is Raymond Buckland, who died a few years ago. I actually met this guy probably about 10 years ago. Interesting story about him is when I met him, he would not look me in the eye. He was very, very weird. And he acted very peculiar around me. So I went up and I confronted him on something, and I wanted to know. I heard a rumor, and I wanted to ask him about Todd. Todd Collins. Is that the guy's name? Yeah. And Todd Collins claims that Raymond Buckland trained him. And I did some research. I found out Raymond Buckland lived like about 45 minutes away from me. But I was at a metaphysical fair in Columbus, and I actually had a booth there back when I was doing Project Josiah, and he was there. So I went over to his booth and I asked him a question about John Todd. That's who it was, John Todd, right? Why did I say Todd Collins? I think his last name was Collins. Anyway, the John Todd tapes, of course, were released in the 70s, and John Todd made the claim of Raymond Buckland. When I heard the John Todd tapes, I wanted to try to vet out some stuff. So I started doing some research and I looked up Raymond Buckland and I found out that he was a real person, and I found out that he lived close to me and he was still active. Raymond Buckland is kind of like the Anton LaVey of Wicca. So he began collecting artifacts of witchcraft, magic, and the occult back in the 60s or 70s, and he began saving it. And a few years ago, I don't know where the museum started out at. It says established 1966, but anyway, the museum, the actual place that you go, has only been open for a few years. So let me just mention that I overheard, or they were telling me that when you go to this museum, you have to make sure you have a ticket and you have it booked in advance because it's very hard to get into. Okay. This place is booked up and you have to make reservations if you want to go to the Buckland Museum of Witchcraft. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not saying we should go, but I'm not saying we shouldn't go. Something to think about. Here we go. This is the page, and it's going to be hard to see there. This is the Black Sun. Of course, they were one of the sponsors. It says, "Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law." You know what's interesting was there was a lot of pride, LGBTQ pride there, and they were promoting the same type of wizardry or witchcraft or occultism that the Nazis were involved in and were using. And I saw the same runes, okay, you know, basically being endorsed, the same magic being endorsed by the LGBTQ Q community that was that was used by the Nazis. I went to the castle, the Wedelsburg Castle in Germany, and we saw the artifacts from the museum. All the runes were put into the jewelry, to the furniture, to the candle holders, and so on and so forth. It was everywhere, and to the clothing, and the same runes. So anyway, I went up with a couple friends, and we did some interviews. Okay, kind of interesting there. We tried to get some other interviews. People were camera shy, and you know what? Some people were nice enough to give an interview. I didn't go up there to attack them. I didn't go up there to just basically jump in their face and beat them over the head or anything like that. I was on their ground, so to speak, and I wanted them to answer for themselves about what they believe. I asked them some questions about what they think about Christians, and I asked them if they ever had any protesters there at the festival. I asked them if they really believed in what they do, and I asked them if they thought there was anything at all to the Bible, if there was any power, if Christians had any power. So I'm going to be, as I can, releasing those interviews. Okay. And I think they're pretty fascinating. The first one that I'm going to release is a witch who talks about using chaos magic. And next Monday, Vicky and I are going to be even reviewing this video and talking about chaos magic. What is chaos magic? Okay. So I'm not going to get into it now, but we're going to talk about it next week. So be on the lookout. That video is going to drop on the new Through the Black YouTube channel. So, guys, thank you again for subscribing to that, for supporting, and just all of the, don't forget, hit the bell. That's what everybody says. Hit the bell so you can get notified. We are starting from scratch again. We're starting from zero, and we're trying to build up our subscribership. We want to get our message out to tens of thousands of people. Okay, we had right about 17,000 subscribers when we got shut down last year. So you know what? Russ Dizdar, he said 10 million fears. I want 10 million fears. Okay, that's cool. I do too. I do too. I don't know if I've got Russ's faith like for 1 million, but hey, I'm okay, Lord. Um you know, I'm praying for I don't want to put a number on it, right? So, but I also realize that God does more with less, okay? And I think we have the best of the best. Let me just say that the community, the friends, the listeners, the people that have watched this show over how many years has it been? 4 or 5 years, and it's been 6 years since I put out the film. You guys are the best of the best. You guys know what's going on. Many of you have taken the courses. You've taken Russ Dizdar's courses, and you know that those courses are game changers. They're life changers. My story is I took um, the map of 10 million fears. My story is I took those courses and it changed my life. Whatever happened to the map and those who signed up for the 10 million fears? You know, I don't know about that, but we had a map for if you remember, we had a map for Project Josiah. And I don't know if that was the same. Now I have a map around here somewhere, and I started plotting out the map of people that had signed up, and the map wasn't big enough because I had to make the little paper strips real small so I could fit people on the map, and they were so tiny that they were even hard to handle. Anyway, yeah, well, and Russ, when we started 10 million or Project Josiah years ago, it was my email, and I still have that email. I don't check anymore, but it was projectjosiah@hotmail.com. And Russ would say, send an email in to Tom at Project Josiah. And then I would get the emails and I would put them on the map. And we had probably over 100 people all around the world that were signed up to pray. They were just saying, hey, we're going to pray. We still have something like that called Resist and Rescue, resistandrescue.com, and we have a map, okay? And we're asking people to get involved in that. You can go over there and you can check out, you can see who's on the map, and then you can send us an email and we'll put you on the map. Okay, we want people saying, hey, we're going to pray for the hospitals, the schools, the law enforcement, the government officials in my area. Okay, the idea of Project Josiah was to pray for those things in your area, but then also to pray, Lord, is there anything dark going on here? Is there any rituals? Is there any covens, active? We want to know about it. Well, in Ohio, we know that the Pagan Pride event was going on, and if you take a look at this, and I didn't look at this until I got home. Again, you're not going to be able to see it. Maybe there's a map there. Trying to find an angle where it's not so bright. There's a map there, and it shows on the map. It shows where all the vendors are. Then it has a ritual area next to the gazebo. Now, I didn't see any rituals going on per se when I was there, but they did have an area for it. There was a lot of stuff going on. There were tarot card readings. There was Reiki sessions going on. I had two guys that were with me praying the whole time. Uh, so there was all kinds of crazy stuff, man. I seen some crazy stuff in there. There was a tent, and I have a picture of it. And if you guys go to my Facebook page, you can see I stopped on the tent. They had an altar in the tent, and they said, put whatever you want to have burned or buried on the altar, and we're going to bury it on Sunday, or we're going to burn it. So anyway, I wanted to go and I wanted to talk to these people. Okay, I wanted to have conversation with them. All right. I don't think that I'm going to reach them by screaming at them or holding up a sign or anything like that. And I'm inspired really by groups like Created Equal. Created Equal are masters at changing people's minds. So are people like Ray Comfort, okay? But Created Equal are masters at this. And they're trained very well. They go to people that have not made their mind up or on abortion, or people that have made their mind up and they change their minds. Okay. So anyway, I'm inspired by them, and I want us to have conversations with them. You know, there's a friend here in the chat who saw a Satanist at a bookstore, at a store somewhere, and I'm not going to call her out, but she knows who she is, and she told me the story about how she confronted this person and started talking to them and witnessing to them. So I don't want us to be afraid of these people. I don't want us to be afraid of these witches, these occultists, these people practicing chaos magic. Okay, now if you don't have the protection, if you're not covered by the blood of Christ, then that's something to be concerned about, because these guys are opening up doors. Okay, and these guys are playing with dynamite. They're playing with nitroglycerin. Okay. Uh, I was shocked at how just really nonchalant, how cavalier everybody was about what they were doing. And I ask almost every person I interviewed, I'm like, aren't you worried about crossing a line and having spiritual repercussions about what you're messing with? And every one of them was like, no. Oh, I've heard stories," or "No, that's not a problem," or, one guy did say, "You gotta be careful in your wording," you know? So, these guys have no clue. They have no clue what they're messing with. The Bible says that even Satan himself can, masquerade as an angel of light. He can change the outward appearance, but he still has the same darkness on the inside and the same motive and the same intention. So, anyway, just trying to keep up with some of these comments here and see if I'm missing anything. Guys, I miss so much, and my producer knows these are a major distraction for me, but it's so cool to see the comments and see, the fellowship and the feedback and the brainstorms and the rabbit trails and just the life, right? Just the life. We haven't had this in a long time. So maybe it's going to have to be a rule where I just shut off my comments. Like right now I can't see. I just turned it off. So I put up another screen, but it's so cool seeing you guys there. And yeah, it does take me back to those good old days with my Jer Bear, right? And yeah, some of you guys have been around for all of that. Some of you guys are new, but yeah, we're going to be launching out in an epic way over the next few months. We have our staff has a meeting tomorrow, and I'm going to present to them just the game plan, and we're going to need everybody on deck. We're going to need everybody on board, including you guys. If it weren't for you guys, then we couldn't have done any of these things. So we've reached so many people by the grace of God. So thankful for that. So thankful. We want to reach more people. We know that there's more people out there to reach, and we want to train. So anyway, a little bit ago, I was saying we want to reach tens of thousands of people and 10 million. Okay, if we can. Hey, what's up, man? Um, with our message, what is our message? Our message is Jesus Christ is the only way. He is the Savior. He is the King. He is the one, okay, born of a virgin, crucified, dead, rose again, ascended into heaven, okay? We believe he's coming back one day, and by his shed blood, we can have salvation, okay? If we repent, we put our faith on him, we turn our back away from the world and renounce sin doesn't mean we're perfect, okay? And we put our faith and we live according to his word and we walk the way that he walked, that we believe that we can be saved and that we can have the hope of heaven, and we believe that God heals every wound. We believe that God brings deliverance, physical healing, okay? So our our message is the gospel of Jesus Christ. We want to expose the darkness. We want to expose the trafficking. We want to expose the abuse of kids. We want to expose the murder of kids. We want to expose the satanic ritual abuse. We want to expose the injustice. We're still talking about Alicia and Gabriel. Okay. So we want to expose what these cult groups are doing. We're going to expose what is chaos magic next Monday night. Okay. And you know what happens? Um, you know what happens is usually for me when I learn about something, when I hear about something, I hear it again within days or a week. And then I go back and I'm like, oh, I just heard about this. Now I know. Now, it happens all the time. And I wonder if that happens with you guys. So the gospel of Jesus Christ exposing evil. Okay. We want to equip the church. We want you guys and others to be confident in spiritual warfare. We want you guys to be able to know how to do a freedom encounter and to rescue people and to help other people get set free from strongholds, demonic attachments, possession, oppression, whatever. Anybody can do it. And there's so many people that need help. Okay? So we want to see the gospel preached, okay? We want to see saints equipped. Okay, we want to do training, all right? And we want to expose evil. So, guys, uh, maybe we'll get kicked off of YouTube again. I don't know. But we're not going to give up. We're not going to give up. We're not going to quit fighting. So, so much stuff going on. But I want to mention one more thing before I shut it down tonight. Guys, go look at the trailer for the new Netflix. I don't know if it's a movie or a series, okay? But it's called The Devil in Ohio. I saw this actually, it popped up on a news app that my friend Paul somehow got me to get, and it's the most annoying thing in the world. And I was going to delete it, but then I started getting used to all the news coming in. And it popped up, this trailer popped up on this news app today. It's called The Devil in Ohio, and I thought it was a news story. I clicked on it, and it's about a new Netflix series. It is so accurate. The trailer is so accurate. It's uncanny. It's creepy, guys. It's almost as if they plagiarized Russ Dizdar. Watch the trailer for The Devil in Ohio. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. Again, I have not watched the series. It doesn't come out to the 2nd of September. I don't have Netflix, but I'm probably going to watch this series because I want to know what they say about this. Somebody knows something. Okay. So in the trailer, you see a woman running through a cornfield, and she gets out, she gets help. And they're like, okay, we don't know anything about this woman, but something happened to her. She was traumatized, she was abused. So this family takes her in. I think it's a girl, maybe she's probably a teenager. Okay. So they take her in, and it seems as though maybe some weird things, she's attracting some darkness to this house, and there's a conflict in the house because I think the husband's like, okay, we got to get rid of this girl, bad things are happening to our family, but the wife is like, okay, we got to protect this girl. This is the same thing, we've heard this for years. How many foster parents have we talked to that were just normal, pew sitters that just did whatever? They went to work, they went to church, they went to, the couch at night to watch TV. And they were like, you know what? Hey, let's be some foster parents. We'll help some kids. And guess what? Yeah, they get the kids. They get the kids that were taken from an SRA family, and they began to disclose satanic ritual abuse, rituals, chants, uh, just sexual abuse. And then we get the phone call because they start looking it up and they're like, what is my kid talking about? I don't know what this is. And they find out it's satanic ritual abuse. Russ gets the email. We're headed down to Columbus, Ohio. Man, I never forget that day. We went from Heath, Ohio to Columbus, and Russ made like a 1 hour trip. He made it in like 45 minutes. That dude was going close to 100 miles an hour. Ah, dude. Anyway, that was a crazy day. We've heard this story over and over. Guys, go check out The Devil in Ohio. Okay. Um, Let me read this. Arnie Hammer comes out September 2nd as well. His past girlfriends share his fixation on cannibalism. He is the grandson of Armand Hammer, an elite family with lots of secrets. I recognize that name. I don't know. I know that guy was in the movie The Lone Ranger with Johnny Depp, and I don't know anything else about that guy. But that's interesting. Thank you for mentioning that. So I am kind of interested in that. So The Devil in Ohio is a book too. Yes. It says it's based on a novel. It might be a novel, folks, but I'm telling you, the things that I saw in that trailer are true. We know about them. We know about them. And I sent the trailer to Greg Reed and I said, you got to check this out. And he was like, what do you think's up with this? Are they going to try and fictionalize this? Or, is this legit? Are they going to, is it going to be like that one movie with Hermione and what's his face? I can't, Ethan Hawke. So it was called, I can't remember what it was called. It was about a girl who had her memories of satanic ritual abuse were coming back. I didn't watch the whole movie, but I heard that in the end it turned out the whole thing was fake, which is what they love to do. So folks, Cleveland Pagan Pride Parade was just a couple days ago. We went to that. There's a lot more to talk about there. I'm going to be sharing the interviews as I can. Lots of interesting things. It was in the village or the city of Bedford. And in that city, when we got there, there were already a bunch of occultic stores where they were selling. There's an apothecary. Don't want to give these guys any business, but one of the Wizards Emporium was one of the sponsors for the fest there. So lots more to be said about this, but I wanted to let you know about that. You guys can go check out the little live video that I shot on my Facebook page based on a true story. Thank you, Harry. Okay. Interesting. So I'm gonna look into all that, and I'm gonna be really interested to see this show, to see what they say about it. I'm creeped out, not because it's a creepy movie. I'm creeped out by how accurate it is. So as soon as my wife got home, I showed it to her tonight. I was like, "You're not gonna believe this. You got to watch this." So, guys, I just want to get on here and touch base with you. So cool to see 41 people in the chat. Guys, we want all you guys to come back a week from tonight. Vicky Joy and I are going to be talking about chaos magic. What is chaos magic? Okay. I met several people on Saturday that practice chaos magic. Okay. So I'm going to be sharing some of those interviews, and then we're going to be talking about chaos magic, explaining what it is. Okay. And then what we can do as Christians when it comes to people doing rituals. There's a lot we can do, starting with prayer. Okay. Obviously, praying against these things. So we're going to be talking about all of this stuff, and we're going to be going 6 nights a week. Have Regression. Thank you very much. The name of that movie that I was trying to remember was called Regression. It has Ethan Hawke and Hermione, whatever her name is. Can't remember. So thank you so much. Thank you for the support. Thank you guys so much for the prayers. Thank you for buying the t-shirts. Thank you for the donations. Folks, we have some plans to get back out on the road. And matter of fact, we're going to be taking another little field trip that's going to be similar to the similar but not the same to the Cleveland Pagan Pride. That's coming up in September. We'll let you know about that. Maybe some people want to meet us out there. I don't know. So we'll tell you about that coming up here pretty soon. But anyway, guys, I'm going to shut it down for now. Keep an eye out on the new YouTube channel for my interview with a witch who practices chaos magic. That hopefully that's coming out tomorrow. I meant to get it done today, but I need to do an intro for it, and I just didn't have time today. So I appreciate you guys so much. I love you guys so much. You mean the world to me. I will see you next time. Okay.